Kolobanov's medal is an epic medal, and deservedly so. After all, standing alone against 5 opponents and still winning the match is, well, epic. And it's not something you get the chance to do every day. The combination of pure luck, the enemy team not doing the right thing, and your own team not doing the right thing either, and some delusions of adequacy on your part will potentially get you that Kolobanov medal. The important part is the win, and how you do that without sacrificing your tank right at the last moment is what this game is all about. Hello, this is Dalemo, and welcome to Mountain Pass, or as known in the replays, Caucasus. And here we are in a Hetzer, a tier 4 game. Well, we've had a few experiences with those lately. Sometimes the team does the right thing and, well, sometimes not. In this case, the distribution looks fairly good. Some going down to defend the ice road. The usual junior player wanting to fire his gun at the earliest opportunity, regardless of whether there's a tank involved or not. And sometimes your own team seems to cop that. And of course, they're all heading across to presumably fight down the one line, which is good news, but no one's going to the bridge, and that's, well, not my favourite position. But since no one else is, and I'm in a Hetzer, it would seem that, well, it's up to me to defend the bridge. It's around this time in the game that I'm thinking, wow, Quickie Babe's just released a video and he managed to get himself a Kolobanov medal, and it's clear that most of the games I played just aren't that interesting. And, well, what does it take to have an interesting game? Maybe one-shotting a Panzer 1C, or being absolutely done by him in the first stages of the game. Well, that's certainly not epic, is it? Fire! Oh, we hit him, but we didn't blow him away in one hit. A ram doesn't do much. He manages to slide out of the way. Still shooting at me. The T-46 comes over and he tries to shoot at the 1C, but, well, he hits me instead, which is not particularly helpful. Aiming up, reload, and oh dear, he's down to no health. Fire, a miss, and then we go for, well, what's left? Maybe we can chase him into a ram. He's having a go at that T-46, knocks him off as I managed to get a ram in. Well, so far this game is not going well. I seem to have missed just about every shot, bar one, and finally had to take out a 1C by ramming. I bet you don't do that every day in a Hetzer. Let's get on to bridge defense. Well, 2 tanks coming along, and I'm already starting to collect a lot of shots. The cruiser, not one shot. This is not a good game. I'm being damaged heavily, at least tracks anyway, and I'm not able to one-shot these guys, which you so often can in a Hetzer. So perhaps a little bit more aggression is called for. We'll go further forward, see if we can get a shot on this tank hiding behind the rock there. Line up, but he ducks back quite sensibly. So the opposition team are playing reasonably good, and that LT's out of the way. Cruiser slides out to get a shot on. I'll go back to the LT and, well, manage to finish him off. That's good news. Now the cruiser comes out, and just as I'm about to try and turn, the arty gets me, and I'm tracked so I don't get that shot off. So try and make myself a bit more arty safe. There's the cruiser coming again, better line up on him. Oh, and another shot, presumably the other arty. They're on their game, these arties, making it a little bit difficult. It's about then I noticed the mini-map. What the hell is going on? Our team is down to 5 players, and I feel like I've hardly done anything. What's more, they've completely lost the west side of the map, and here they are, a whole bundle of them, about to go and hit our cap circle. Aim up on, well, the first one I can see, which is the DW2, and I don't do a hugely high roll there. The second shot is even worse, and I'm starting to take a lot of hits here. The DW is putting shots into me. I think he's the danger person, so I'll try and get rid of him. Still taking shots. The LT and the DW are getting into me. One more shot, and he's down. Turn around and let's look at... Right this moment, I'm taking these shots right, but I'm getting a bit nervous about what's going on behind me. That Cruiser 4 should have been sneaking up behind, and I'm expecting to have a shot up my rear end at any moment. And look at my hit points. I've got 41 left out of 270. The only thing I can think of doing really is to keep firing here and see if I can get rid of these guys and then turn around to face the cruiser. What I hadn't realised was that the T-46 on our side had gone up to the cap circle, the enemy cap circle, and in fact distracted the cruiser long enough that I was able to finish off these guys. So when I go to look back, there's nothing there. So what to do? Look at it. It's just me left. Yes. And 5 enemy tanks. So it looks like we're going to have to defend the cap circle. There was a Panzer IIIe that looked like they came down, and there they go, starting the cap. So we'll have to claw around there and see if we can sneak up on them with our 41 hit points and see what we can do. But very fortunately, they come to have a look at us. And on low health, one shot does the job. Clutch shot, bit lucky really, because all those easy shots on the 1C missed and that one somehow managed to hit. Perhaps you get a little bit of a RNG hand if you're the last tank on the game. Arty on their game, as you can see, another shot. So they're certainly doing the right thing here. The enemy Arty are quite formidable. What have we got? Well, we've got that cruiser, he could be anywhere, and the Lee, again, could be anywhere, although he hasn't seemed to have done well, he's killed 2 people in this game, so perhaps he's been more effective. I certainly hadn't noticed him before this. So we'll climb up the hill here as much as anything to get Arty safe, but also be in a good position to defend the cap. And we don't know what's happening on this side, so we'll sneak over and have a look. Oh, and we're spotted. What does that mean? Yes, someone's managed to crawl away into the cap. It's that Cruiser 4 that was giving us such a hard time on the bridge earlier. A fire and miss, managed to hit the ground in front. I'm not sure he had much of a choice there. It was a matter of getting that shot off. We're going to have to auto-aim up and perhaps snap something off as we slide down the hill here. And fortunately, it might have even been a splash, but we do enough to finish off the Cruiser 4. So were they sensible? Did they both try and coordinate their attacks? Yes, they did. And here comes the Lee. Let's aim up on him. And he fires at me. I managed to knock him down, but he hit me. He should have bumped me off. I had 41 hit points. I took 9 damage. He fired an HE round. Well, thank goodness for the enemy Lee. He managed to keep me in the game there. And as you can see, there's Arty again, trying as hard as they can to take me out of the game. Well, we'll climb up here, and it's about now that I'm thinking what I really need is a bit of rest and recreation. Maybe a little re-evaluation of what's happening in this game at this point. So whereabouts are we? It's 7 minutes and 30 seconds approximately to the end of the game. So that gives us plenty of time to make something happen. But what are the enemy thinking? There's 2 Arty there. You know, they're thinking that's a low health Hetzer. They must have seen that I'm down to about, 1/6 of my health or less. So I would expect them to be advancing. But if they stay back there, nothing's going to happen, and my tank is so slow, I think I've really got to make that push. So what I'm going to do is go back to the bridge, and obviously that's the quickest route. And I expect that at least one of them will come charging down the bridge, and maybe I can set up an ambush. Was I too late? Yes, they're already there. Well, it was good anticipation. I was pleased about that. But where's the other one? He's probably coming across that pan, right? Sneak up behind. Oh, no, he's not. Right in front of me. That was lucky I kept moving then. Aim up, and a lucky shot, because he missed. He hit the dead T-46 in front of me. So let's see if we can sneak around now. This is the good Arty. He's already got 3 kills. This guy knows what he's doing. He's on full health. I'm on 32 hit points. 1 splash even from him, and I'm out of the game. So I've got to be very, very careful here. Let's see if I can get a corner of his tank. No, he's backed off a bit. This is too hard. If I advance into this, he's going to fire, and 1 shot, and I'm gone. Of course, if he fires and I survive it, then he's gone. I think this is too much of a risk. So I'm going to back off. I'm just going to back out Make it look like I'm just getting myself ready in a defensive position to wait for him to come. But the moment he disappears, I'll give it a couple of seconds just to be sure. I'm going to turn around and really do the only sensible thing here, which is to try and push for his cap. Now, what could happen? I think my first thought here is, well, he might see me backing off, realise that I'm on low health, and all he's got to do is get a splash. And it's possible I won't one-shot him. After all, you know, a few of my attempted one-shots were big fails. Does he poke around? Well, if he did after this, well, I didn't see him. So perhaps he's just sitting there waiting for me to push, seeing if he can outweight me. That's not a bad tactic on his part. Or perhaps he's backing off. Is he going to come back, go to the bridge, see me in the pan and be able to get a shot off? You know, will I be able to turn and shoot at him in time? Well, that's a 50-50, that one. Probably give it to him if he spots me first. The spotting range of the Hetzer, as you can see the green circle on the mini-map, is not special, although I think I would have spotted him were he on the bridge. Perhaps he's crossing the bridge now, coming back, trundling at full speed. And then he could be coming out this side passage here along the sea line and perhaps get a lovely shot of me in the flank. But I still think my best bet is to keep that race going for the cap. Where is he really? What is he really doing? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's probably still back in his initial position. It would make the most sense, wouldn't it? But look how we've gone so far. 9 kills. We could have got a 10th if we'd been extraordinarily lucky. But a 10th kill, well, I think that was less than likely. In fact, I think the most likely thing to have happened there was that we would have been bombed by the arty. Now he's got to be aware of what I'm doing. He knows I'm on the cap, so he's got to come back. What's he going to do? Well, as it turns out, I think he's sitting still back there and he's going, well, maybe he's gone to hide in the far corner and he's going to land some shots behind me. And I'm not sure if that was a shot coming in or not. Well, this is perhaps the less than exciting part of the game. I'm sitting here being somewhat tense. Is he going to come around this corner? Am I going to miss and give him a chance to bump me off when I'm on the cap circle? What's he thinking? I don't know. But let's step ahead. And that is game over. What an epic game. And look at the collection of medals. The Kolobanov for standing alone against 5 opponents. Cool-headed, surviving all those ricochets. And there are a few. Steel wall, well, not unexpected. The number of shots that were fired. High caliber, of course, well, that's good, but you'd expect that. Invader for capping out. And, of course, Top Gun for those 9 kills.
Renegade here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and check out our other videos.